She's a lot. Music, but I'm playing Christmas music today. Inhale it up. Exhale. My husband's favorite. Probably cringing in the other room already. Inhale it up. Hold this one up. Palms to the ceiling, side to side. Spread the toes wide. Connect to the floor. Reach and reach. Reach. Take it center and pull. Think about drawing those elbows down behind you. Two more. Over and across. I ran this morning on the treadmill and it was horrible. I'm grateful I have the treadmill, and I know it was a smart decision not going out. Take it center, side to side, because the roads are probably icy and side roads are still snow covered. There's no place to jump off the road if a car is coming, so I know it's smart to be inside. I don't like the treadmill. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the arms long in front, pull back, reach forward, pull back, round forward, open and pull back, round the chest, open, round, squeeze it open, and round. Feel that engagement. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Big step to the side. Take it into that lateral lunge. It's cold and windy too. I don't usually mind the cold and the wind, but I was really nervous about the condition of the roads. So I played it smart. My husband's making fun of me. Lift the toes. Toes down as the shoulder drop. Twist and twist. Right to center. That little sachet from side to side. 4, 3, 2, hold on one side. Doesn't matter which side you landed on. Drop it down to that low lunge. Drop the knee, press through the heel. Knee, heel. You want to wake up everything. It's a full body workout this morning. 4, 3, 2, last one. Walk it through center. The opposite side, starting that low lunge first, knee over ankle. Drop the knee, push through the heel. Okay. Drop that knee, push through the heel. Knee. Now get a nice stretch through the toe. 3, 2, 1. Walk through center. Heel toe the feet slightly in. Bring the hands up to the knees. A couple of rounds of standing cat-cow. Drop the belly. Gaze comes forward. Round and tuck. Gaze forward. Round and tuck. 2 more times. Forward. Shoulders away from the ears. Round and tuck. Last time. Gaze comes forward. Round and tuck. And take it all the way up. And take one weight with you. Doesn't have to be heavy. We're going to be doing alternating lunges with a twist. So I'm going to take one dumbbell with me. And As I lunge forward, so I lunge forward, I drop down, I twist to the knee that's bent, I come center, and I step it back. Forward, twist to the other side, and back. That's your first move. We're going through 3 sets of it with an isolation in between. And then I'll tell you what's up one after. Keep moving. So stand nice and tall. Lunge forward, twist into the knee that's bent, and step it back. Drop forward. Keep your gaze forward as you're dropping down into that lunge. And then twist and push it back. Drop it down, twist. Alternating sides. The secondary move is an isolated squat hover. You can keep the weight with you, or you can drop it right down to the floor. We go right into that squat. Hold. 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 Tight into the chest. If you have that weight, keep it in nice and tight. 1, almost there. 4, 3, 2, release it down. Walk it off. 20-second break, we're back at it. 2 more rounds. You don't have to have a weight. You can be just working on the stability of moving and twisting. There we go, back at it. Forward. And back. Really think about trying to land that foot and ankle underneath the knee. And land with those shoulders stacked over the hips. Drop down to the floor. Twist. Push it back. Finish the last one you're on. Take it into that squat. Drop and hold. Knees are not resting, elbows are not resting on the knees. And we go. 1, 3, 2, 1. Drop, walk it off. Last time through, we're switching into a renegade row, so 2 dumbbells on the floor into those plank hip dips. You have 2 weights handy before we go to that move. Then we go back to those lunges. Last time through. You're working at your pace, doesn't matter. It's not about getting a lot in. It's not about cardio. Slow and control. Especially if you're barefoot. Really working those ankles and feet. Finish the last one you're on. Drop down into that squat. Here we go. One last time. Hold, hold, hold. Come on, hold. Hold it. Don't collapse. 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Staying right down close to the floor. Making my way to those renegade rows and the hip dips. Working in 10 seconds. Here I am. I can be on my knees, pushing the hips forward and rowing it. For the modification, be up on those toes. That secondary move. I'm going to move the weight off to the side so that I can come down into a low plank and drop my hips from side to side. Squeeze out of the air. Again, rest when you need to. Rosemary, if this is putting too much pressure on your shoulders, I want you to be standing up, doing a traditional row. Move the weights off to the side, plank, drop the hips from side to side. Slow. Again, move slow. Take it over as slow as you can. No twisting the wrist. Get it back. And if the shoulders bothering anybody, when we do those hip dips, you twist and twist and twist and twist. So you're still getting the core work. Modifier. We go back into those rows. Renegades on the mat or standing with that slight hinge. Modifications are for anybody. I know some people have reached out to me with different stuff going on. So just know that any modification anybody can take, right? Within your body. If halfway through a set, you're feeling like this is too much pressure on my shoulder. You can even drop to the knees. Hinge forward. So I could be here, right? Row. 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 Back down to that low plank. There's ways to modify anything so that you can get the workout in without hurting your body. Drop those hips. Okay, everybody sit back in child's pose, take that rest. Standing, you don't want to come back down to the mat. I can't tell you how many years my daughter danced to this song in the Methuen Santa parade. Here we go, back to those rows. One more set. We're working. Hold. If you're in the renegade, try not to rock from side to side. Save that rocking for the hip dip. Square everything to the floor. Right here, come on. Keep going. 10 seconds. Your last set of rows. Do one more each side. Move the weights off. Drop down. Back to side with the hips. Last time with this move. And we're switching it to triceps and shoulders. 3, 2, 1. So, tricep kickbacks. You can have no weight, or the block, or a ball. You think about as you go back, squeeze, 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 push forward. Or regular old-fashioned kickbacks to an Arnold press. Here we go, into those kickbacks. I'm talking. And you could be down low, sitting. Changes the angle a little bit. For some people, this causes more pressure on the shoulders. They'd rather be up a little higher, inching forward slightly. It might feel better for you to be standing all the way up. We're kneeling because the secondary move is a power up Arnold press. The tops of the feet down on the floor. Actively tense the tops of those feet so that the toes are pushing into the floor, not the ankles. Sit it down, rack those weights, press up, sit down, push, sit, push, sit, power it up, pull it down, push it up, grow tall, sit down, keep your gaze forward, squeeze, engage those quads, engage the glutes, and release everything down. Good, I don't have to have a weight. I can be right here, pushing my hips up. I can be carrying light weights. Maybe I want to keep tension on a band and bring those arms up and down. Here we go, kick it back. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but 2020 all bets are up. Go on. We're changing the kickback the next round through to a kick out. We've done these before, but I'll show you during that break. Sit it down, rack the weights, right into that power up press. Squeeze. Squeeze those glutes right now the whole time. Keep them engaged. Push the tops of the feet into the floor. Don't just make this an isolated move. Come on, it's a full body. Squeeze and push. Control it down. Squeeze and push. Control it down. Nice. So those kickbacks, right? Take them out and in and out and in. I'm still standing as I do it. Taking them out and in. There we go. Out. Right to center. I'm not letting my shoulders drop. Rather creep up. Think about the glutes. Think about the tops of those feet. Pushing them into the floor. So when we think about what's happening everywhere else, sometimes it takes the suck away from the initial move. Push. Last time through, and then we get that longer break. You know the drill. 2 strength moves. 3 times through. Put it down, wrap those weights right into that press. And down. Squeeze. Release. Push. And down. Push up. Squeeze it down. Grow tall. Sink low. Squeeze. And down. Push. And down. One last time. Come on. Finish strong. Nice job. Grab a drink. First whole long circuit is done. Take it off. Sitting. So, that long leg shoulder press. Just tell you, you can lighter weight for this one than you would traditionally use for shoulder press. Try it with a heavier weight, but the angle of our body is going to work the core differently. It's going to be sitting, maybe an L with our body, our legs out long, and then we're moving those weights overhead instead of when we're standing. It's more challenging. But you guys are strong. So, move my weights out of the way. So shoulder press. You know, sometimes I'd grab a 15. Full disclosure, I've got 10. Here we go. Sitting tall. So I'm thinking about sitting tall before I even think about moving the weight. Then I'm up and down. So it's kind of like I've got my back against the wall, right? And for some of you, if you want, you can actually sit up against that wall, not a regular wall sit like we would do standing up. I mean, actually scoot yourself back up against the wall and maybe have it there to support you. To help you with that nice tall seat. Keep the legs engaged out in front of you. My legs are slightly bead out. They're not zipped together. Stay with it. Take it down, 90-degree, isolated bicep hold. Again. Gaze forward, keep the chin parallel to the floor. Dumbbells are right out in front of those hips. Come on. Hold, 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 and release it down. Keep it forward. Move this down a little back. Do whatever feels good right now. Switch from side to side. Whatever your body needs right now in between. Because when we sit up tall like that, a lot of work. Again, I can have the wall right behind me. Here we go. Back at it. I'm going to take my legs a little bit closer together if I can. I'm going to flex my feet. I'm going to try to bring my heels up off the floor. Got some real solid engagement happening through the legs, that lower body. If I was in a yoga class, I'd be thinking seated stick for my legs. Knees stay forward and stay parallel. We're not looking around at anything. Nothing to see. Come on. Stay focused. Laser focused. Embrace the shape. Isolate. Bicep hold. Hold. And I'm looking straight forward. I'm not looking down at my feet. I'm not looking down at my dumbbells. Looking straight forward. Chin is parallel. Tailbone is down. Crown is reaching tall. It matters. Come on. And release. You can take whatever feels good right now. You might be feeling a little tightness through that lower back, especially after a day of shoveling. If you shoveled, I didn't. That is working. And release. One more set. Here we go. So your add-on is an alternating if you want. So one side isolates, one side presses. Switch. Isolation on one side, press with the other. Don't lose the form of sitting tall. Well, you've got that isolation happening as you're pressing each time. Think about those legs. Drag the heels into the floor. This time, think about the calves pushing down into the floor. The heels pushing into the floor. Feel that engagement through the legs. One more each side. Take it down. Isolate that bicep hold. This is the last time. Then we're going into some high plank swimmers. Isolating in Malasana or our yogi squat. Hold, hold, keep it going. Release, no weight. Give yourself some space. So, starting with the backstroke. I mean, like the backstroke, you can start. But here I am, high plank, backstroke, backstroke. I can be down on my knees. Absolutely. Right here. Or I'm up on my toes. Really working the shoulders, the back, the core. Big time today. Nice slow swim. Nice leisurely swim, right? Yeah, bullshit you're saying. So leisurely about this. Step the right foot forward and the left. Drop the bum. Hands to the heart. Sit. Hold. Yoga, but when we come to this posture, if you can close your eyes, do it. Release. So, freestyle for this round. Here we go. 10 more seconds. Stepping outside my comfort zone. I like the backstroke. Here I am. Forward. Forward. Big circle. Think about that palm. Stay wide. Try to push the water down as you come around. This is the last time we're going to be up high on the wrist. Next time we're going to be doing those swimmers on our belly for the third round. Stay with me as long as you can with this one. Come on. Almost there. Almost ready to step into Malasana. Come on. Flip forward. Drop the booty. Hands to the heart. Open the chest up. Because Friday's no impact doesn't mean it's not challenging. 3, 2, 1. This time we're down completely on the belly. Arms are out front. Come on. And we're taking those. Remember that little toy, you wind them up and put them in your pool or in your bathtub. Those arms and legs will flap. There we are. Here we go. Gaze it down. Swim it. Come on. Swim it. We're going. Can't see the timer because it's a little bit higher than I am. Keep it going. Swim it. Swim it. Gaze it down. Come on. That secondary move. We're going to let the legs rest on the floor. We're going to push our legs, the tops of our feet into the floor. We're going to bring our hands to goal posts. And we're going to keep that chest up off the floor. Keep swimming now. Keep those arms and legs going. Drop the legs. Goal post the arms. Hold. Dig into that lower back. Come on. Hold. Taking it up off the floor for the next move. She's going to do some bicep and wrist work. So that back is going to get a break. Come on. Hold. Get up. So, biceps. Wide. Wide bicep curls. And then we've got those wrist rotations. So, grab what you want for your weights. Here we go. Wide biceps. Out. And down. Up and down. So, again, now that you're here, right? Here for a minute. Spread the toes. Check in with that form. Trust me, it makes what your upper body is doing more efficient, which makes it feel a little bit less challenging. You're still working the muscles super hard, but you're not just like muscling through and straining. You're really getting that full body experience. Push. Almost there. I know you're feeling the cumulative effect of the build, stacking one move right on top of the next. Right to center, wrist, just the wrist, in and out, in and out. Here I am to the side, just the wrist is moving, in and out. Rotate in and out, in. Breathe, 2, release it down, shake it off. Shake those arms off. No weight, let them flow free. Whatever they need. Let them loosen, back to the biceps. Here we go. Up and down. Again, I'm standing tall. If I was in the same room with you, you probably wouldn't hear it as often, but I feel like not having you in front of me, I love that we can do this, don't get me wrong, but it's so different being able to see you live in person versus those little pitches. It's so hard to fully the job that I know I want to do. You're responsible for keeping everybody safe. I know you've learned so much, we all have, but I miss being in the room. Why I continue to shout out the reminders about our form. Palms up and down, up and down. So again, just the wrists, up and down, up and down, up and down, up. Elbows staying tight to the body. They're not moving. Just the wrist. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. One more set. Push the palms forward. Stretch those forearms. Feel the biceps release a little bit. Unactive, it's just a push. You drop them down in between. And do what you need to do. Here we go, back into that last set. I know those biceps are burning. Recognize that. This is the last exercise in this set. One. Back to walnut. So when they come down, they're hovering, right? They're away from the body. So we never lose that engagement on the bicep. So it's like a solid minute of work where even though you're going through a motion of a rep, usually at either the bottom or the top, you feel some sort of rest. You're engaged the whole time because those elbows are out and away from the body. And it sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm right there with you. I'm ready to be done. But I know we've got 8 seconds left, so I'm not gonna stop. And neither are you. Come on. Back. Up and down. Back to that wrist. Squeeze it up and down. Up and down. So again, the biceps still working here, right? Because I'm isolating. And if I didn't drop down to a lighter weight for this, which typically I would have a lighter weight for this move, I kept my heavy ones because Friday's all about strength, rest. I kept my heavy weights and I challenged myself. Ooh, grab that drink, team. How far into this workout are we? 37 minutes. All right. One more smaller circuit. So one weight, we're doing that lunge pass around. So I'm going to take the lunge, right, and I'm going to pass the weight around and around and around that knee. And we're going to do the other side. But in between, I'm going to drop the weight. So I'm passing, I'm passing, I'm passing. I drop that weight, and I'm isolating in my warrior 3 hold. So I don't want the weight with you when you isolate in that warrior 3. We're doing each side only once. So make it as strong as you can. And then we're coming back down to the floor. So what do you want for a weight to that pass through? Break is almost over, team. Here we go. Here we go. So I'm going to stay facing, you can see the profile. I'm stepping my left back, my right forward. And I'm passing around and around. So I'm coming up and down slightly, passing it around and around. So it's not that isolated at the bottom, right? We're coming up and down, passing the weight around the leg. But I want to think about keeping my chest as tall as I can pass it around. You don't have to be passing a dumbbell. You can be pretending you're passing something. You can have a sock rolled up into a ball, pass that around. It doesn't have to have any extra weight to it. So I'm going to drop this weight right now. I'm going to fly it forward. Hands can be on the hips. Hands can be by your side, palms facing up behind you, an airplane, or they can extend forward. And then full expression of a warrior three. And release. Strength and conditioning. Find that power. Come on, you have it. Passing through the opposite leg, up to that warrior three. So again, hands to stand hips, palms can fly behind, or arms can reach forward. Whatever works for you. Here we go. Pass it around. We're passing it around the other leg. Drop it down. Pass it under. Gaze forward, not down. Your hands know what they're doing. Watch what you're doing. Look forward. Drop that weight. Fly it forward. Release. Take it down to the mat. Take it down to the mat. Feet planted. Hip bridge, up and down. Up and down. Squeeze it up and down. Up, down, squeeze. So imagine you have that yoga block or that core ball between your knees. Keep pressure. Imagine you're pulling your heels in towards your bum. Feeling the engagement. Quads, the glutes. Try to take it away from the hamstrings. Focus on the quads and the glutes. Pulling everything together as you pull up to the sky and down. When I count you down, you're holding up, you're extending the right leg long out on that 45-degree angle roughly, so your knees are still stacked, right in line with each other. Hold it up, extend, bring those hips up high, reach those hands up to the sky. 1. Dig into that left glute right here. Come on. Don't let that right side drop. Hold, 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 hold. Release. Going to the opposite side. One time through each side. That's it. Then we're taking it up to standing. Doing some leg work. Here we go. Back into it. Up and down. Squeeze it up and down. Can you walk your heels in a little closer to your bum? Can you bring your hips a little higher up towards the sky? You know you can. Come on. Imagine that ball or block between your knees. Imagine not just your hips pushing up towards the sky, but those quads coming with you. Squeeze them. Come on. Strong, strong legs. Press your shoulders and the back of your head into the floor. It looks like a simple move, but if you're thinking about all the things I just asked you to think about, becomes a little bit more impactful. Hold, extend. Hold, hold, hold. Squeeze. Come on, don't let that side drop. Don't let that right glute come down. Hold, 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 hold. Hold it up there. Come on. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Release. Rock yourself up. Take it off. If you had shoes on, I would like them to come off now. Set my timer. A little bit different when we do this work. And barefoot for sure. Just have a much better flexion in the foot. You don't need a block. So before I start the timer, okay, we've done this, we haven't done this move before. Okay, so we've kind of done a similar sweeping, but this is about the toe tapping. So if you can see me here, right? It's a long leg extension, right? Gentle bend, not a lock out in the standing leg, and then tapping and tapping and tapping and tapping, tap, tap, tap. At no point does this leg start to flop around, okay? You're losing what we're doing when you do that. Tap, tap, tap. Doesn't have to be that big sweeping. It's not about the big sweep of the hip. Extension through the quad. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. Break over. That was enough. This is the song that Jamie says I always play at Market Basket. The Man with the Bag. Here we go. Tap, 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 tap. Front, side, front, side, front, side. No swinging through the core. Tap, tap, tap. Going. Tap, tap, tap. Keep that flexion through the toe. Tap it in and out, in, out, in, out. Stay tall. Gaze forward. Forward. Tap. And tap. And tap. Ten seconds to go. Tap, 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 tap. So right in front and out. Front, out, front, rest. Now it's going to be cross and flick out. Tap down, flick out. Tap down, flick it out. Tap, flick, tap, flick, tap, flick it out. Man. Tap that toe down, inside, on the outside of the baby toe of the opposite foot. Tap, flick, tap, flick, flick. Flick it out. Flick. 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 This is a pretty impactful move. So we're going right into the other side right away before we do the secondary moves. I know I usually keep you on one side for a longer period of time, but I want you to get that rest. One leg, tap. Tap in front and out. In front and out. We're not crossing midline. In front and out. Tap and tap and tap and tap. So it's right in front of the big toe of the other foot. It never crosses all the way over, in front and out. Tap, tap. Stay hydrated today, team. Keep that nice extension right through the toe. Keep that leg strong and straight. Tap, tap, tap. Breathe through. Do not hold your breath yet. Come on, team. Rest. Again, now it's going to be cross to that baby toe and flick it out. Tap it down, flick it out. Tap, flick, tap, flick. Tap, flick, tap, flick. So the top of that foot is kicking up and out. Flick it out. Flick it out. So I'm not thinking about bringing that knee up super high towards the hip. I want you to think about that flick from the knee down. Stay with me, team. Going back to the first side very soon. Rest. Back to the first side. Standing tall. Knee points down, toe points down. Knee starts parallel if you can, and it pulls up and up and up. I want you to think about pulling, you're not dropping the chest, but I want you to imagine squeezing those abdominal muscles every time you pull that knee up. Shoulders stay back, but I want you to think about pulling, some hinging a little bit forward as I engage those abdominal muscles, keeping that toe pointed down. Squeeze. Friday night ladies at the bar hate these. They hate them. Patty is going to be cursing me tonight, Sandy. Pull and pull, but you're sculpting out those legs. Beautiful long legs. Drop it down. Bring it behind. So this is pulsing out behind so that I'm targeting right here, this outer edge of the glute. So if you need to be holding at the wall to keep yourself nice and tall, turn and face your wall or your chair. But this is out behind me. Behind. Pull. 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 Stay tall. Dig in. Flex that foot. Knee is bent. The leg that's moving stays behind the standing leg. Pull, pull, squeeze halfway through. Come on. And let it release. Switch to the other side. That working leg now becomes your standing leg. That knee can come up, points down, and then up, up. So once I have this shape with my leg, right, it doesn't change as I pull up and up. So not letting that knee come out or the toe pull in. Up, up. The shape never changes. And again, think about that abdominal piece as you squeeze and squeeze. Dig way in deep, right? So we do crunches and we do planks. Think about everything way, way, way below the surface. Pull that navel in towards your spine and pulse it up and up. And by now, the standing and the working leg are fatigued. And then we keep switching. And relax it back. So again, it stays behind me. Flexing. Staying tall and pulling back and back. And I'm thinking about the hamstring. Engage. Feel it. Reach back. And you should be able to feel that muscle tighten. Same with right here, the top outer edge of the glute. That knee stays behind the standing leg. Pull it back. Get your torso forward. I was trying to face you, but I want you facing forward. Pull, pull, pull. One, pull, pull. Keep it going. Almost there, team. Take it down. Okay, calf raises. Take those heels and zip them tight together. We have 2 more minutes of work. Sit. Again, if you want to hold on to that wall, have it close by. My toes are slightly separated. I'm coming up and down. I'm growing as tall as I can. Grow tall. Squeeze it up and down. Keep those heels zipped as tight together as you can. This is not about trying to find your balance. So use the wall or the chair. This is about creating the strength as you pull yourself up tall and down. So when you think about trying to find your balance when you do this, you're not fully engaged in everything. So use the support that's near you to really pull up and down, up and down, up and down. Almost there. On 57 minutes in, up and down, squeeze, up, up. Okay. Second position. Heels together, toes out. You're pushing it down. So again, down and down and down and down and down. Maybe just lightly connect the middle fingers. Make that nice big circle, but pull your shoulders back, right? So I'm thinking straight down. My heels stay together. Push. As I push down, do not let your heels come up off the floor. As soon as you start to feel your heels come up off the floor, you hit your range of motion. Don't go past it. Come on. Don't let the elbows drop. Keep that chest tall. Push down and down and down and down and down. And 3, 2, 1. Release. Nice job. I said Milan to wake my son up at 6:30. It's supposed to be 7:30. That tells me that, as always, I should have stopped this class 5 minutes ago, but oh well. Settle it down, cross to the left over the right, and hinge forward. Stretch it out. That means we're a full minute in, and then we're a full hour in. Okay. Let it hang. Let it hang. Let the shoulders release. Let the crown release. Round it up one vertebrae at a time and switch sides. Cross the right over the left and hinge it back down. Let the shoulders hang, let the crown hang. Uncross the legs, bend the knees, and round up one vertebrae at a time. Reaching to the sky when you're done. Palms to the sky, take it over to the right. Center, over to the left. Center, stretch the arms wide, fingertips wide, and pull the palms back. Open up the chest. And release, and give yourself that nice big round of applause again for finishing another workout.